this is the Lance camper on the Ford F-350. So first thing I'll show you is the slide outs. The slide outs are done with a key right in here. Pretty simple. Stick the key in and out on both. One thing I'll tell you is please don't leave the key here as you're going in and out, or you'll do what I did one day, which was kick the key and break it off into the lock, and that's not a good thing. You do have two sets of keys though. There's some storage here. In here is a couple of camp chairs and some firewood left over from one of the other trips, so you're welcome to burn that. Don't burn the chairs, please. Inside's pretty self-explanatory. The systems are what they are. There's plenty of space in there with the slides out. You'll have a couple towels in there, blankets, everything that in there that you need for the trip. So let me show you a couple things in the truck that are a little bit different. Well, let me go around here and just show you real quick. Here's the dump station, black and gray water. There's rubber gloves in there so you can make sure you don't get yourself all nasty. This is the battery compartment. You shouldn't need to go in there. This is your propane. So on propane, right now both tanks are full. This is green. This will go red when you're out of propane. Propane's gonna run your hot water heater. It's gonna run your refrigerator when you're not plugged in. And it's also going to run the heater if you need it. And it might start to get cold. So you can either refill those at a regular propane station if you need to, or just change them out at a Blue Rhino or whatever. I don't really care, it doesn't matter to me what you do. I'd appreciate it if they just came back full. That'd be awesome. This is your hot water heater. You shouldn't need to do much in there. In the truck itself, let me just show you real quick. There's a TomTom GPS on the dash here. I'm gonna leave that here for you. It just comes right off. It's magnetic. The case for it is right here in the door. So if you're gonna leave the truck, probably you wanna put that up so somebody's not tempted to bust your window and take the GPS. The camera's right in here is the backup camera. You'll see that when I turn the key on, if you want to come look real close here, when I turn the key on, the red light comes on. You have to press the button to turn the camera on when you start it. When you turn it off, it'll just go off automatically by itself. The center console is kind of something that I did a little bit of aftermarket, if you will. Just leave it down. It's not really able to go up without tearing up the side of it, because there's kind of a nub on the other side where the armrest used to be. On this one, this lid, it opens. You're welcome to use it. Hold it open while you're doing it. Otherwise, the latch under here, the spring is broken, and it won't latch back down. So you'll have to reach in there and do it. So, I mean, you really don't need to go in there for anything, but if you want to use it, that's fine. That's about it on the inside. There is a short somewhere in the passenger side window. The up-down button on the passenger side window works sometimes. More often, you can do it from this side. Sometimes it'll just kind of not do anything on either side. But 9 times out of 10, if you open the door and shut it, it'll start working again. So you just got to kind of play with it. It's a short somewhere in the where the harness comes from the body into the door itself, and I haven't been able to figure out how to get it fixed. Let's go around to the other side. So here's where your power cord comes out. It's got an adapter on it right here for, plug it into regular 110. When you pick the camper up, this should be plugged in right here into the outlet inside here, so that when you run the generator, you're powering the camper. If this isn't plugged in here, your generator is just running and burning propane for no reason. That's the other thing that runs on propane too, is also the generator, sorry. Over here on the other side is your fresh water fill, and this is just your exhaust vent for your furnace. Let's go inside really fast. Let me put the slides out a little bit here. Okay, so if you look down over here, there's a grill for you. In this compartment here, there's a couple of propane bottles. If you go ahead and use them, if you've got extras at the end of the trip, that's fine. Just leave them in there. Here's where your pots and pans are, in this drawer. You've got 4-bank USB. That's a 12 volt, so you don't have to be plugged in for that to be running. And then over here on this wall, if you want to look at here's your controller for your heat. Hard press this way is off. Hard press that way is on, and then here's your thermostat over here. If you want to look over here on the monitor, the Blackwater always reads that there's some in there and there's not. It's these mechanisms are not very well built, but it's empty right now, and that's what it reads. Freshwater is full. Here's your battery condition. It's going to always pretty much read good when it's not plugged in. When it's plugged in, it'll read charged, and it'll charge while you're driving as well, so while you're running it. This is your hot water heater, so you got to leave that on for quite a while to get hot water. So you just heard, I don't know if you heard that it fired up. So what's going to happen there is that's going to heat the tank, and then create that hot water that you need for a shower. The shower is not really a take a shower for a long period of time. It's more like a combat shower. Get in, get yourself wet, get the bad spots washed, get yourself rinsed off, and get out, and turn the water off every time you're not using it for rinsing yourself off. Generator start is right here. So there you go, there's your generator. Pretty simple. It's only got a few hours on it, so it should be good to go. I just changed the propane out, so it sounds a little bit weird right now because it's not got a full fuel of propane coming in. But it'll smooth out after it gets going there. And then let me just show you the refrigerator real quick. The refrigerator is a 2-way fridge. So I don't know if you can see this on the video, but there's a mode for either a plug or a drip. So the plug means that you're plugged into 110. The drip means I'm not plugged into 110 and I want it to operate on propane. The mode I have it set to is where both of them are there. So it automatically detects when you plug in. So when you plug in, it'll automatically go to running off of electricity instead of gas to preserve the propane at the end of the day. Over here you've got whatever's in the camper is yours to use. So you can go through all the cabinets and all that stuff. I've even got some fishing poles up here on the ceiling. If you want to use them, you're more than welcome to. If you break something, just let me know so I can replace it. And really that's about it. I hope you have a great time in the Lance. It's a fantastic Alaska beast of a vehicle, and it's going to be great for you. Thanks.